In a world where chaos often reigns and darkness seems to overshadow the light, there exists a profound truth that resonates deeply within the hearts of those who are chosen by God. This message is not just another tale, it is a divine warning, one that has been meticulously crafted to reach you at this very moment. If you are watching this, know that nothing happens by accident in the spiritual realm. Your presence here is a testament to the fact that God Himself has orchestrated this encounter, guiding you to hear these words of hope, judgment, and assurance. Tonight, something monumental is shifting in the spiritual atmosphere. The battles that have long raged in the unseen world are on the verge of manifesting into reality. You may have felt it, a stirring in your spirit, an unsettling energy surrounding you, a sense that change is imminent. This is not mere coincidence, it is confirmation that your soul has been attuned to a divine movement. God has seen the injustices you have faced, the slanderous words spoken against you, and the relentless attempts to undermine your purpose. The time has come for those who plotted against you to confront the repercussions of their actions. As we delve deeper into this message, it's crucial to understand that the chosen ones have always been targets. You may find that your very existence disturbs the peace of those who harbor envy and resentment. They watch your every move, hoping to see you falter, yet they fail to realize that every attack on you is, in fact, an attack on God Himself. This is where the narrative shifts dramatically. The enemies who have conspired against you, believing they could escape the consequences of their actions, are about to face the swift and unstoppable judgment of the Almighty. Before we proceed, I invite you to engage with this message. If you find that this resonates with you, leave a comment below. Share your thoughts and experiences, as your voice matters in this community of believers. And if you feel compelled by the truth in these words, consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your support can help us reach 1,000 subscribers, allowing us to spread this message of hope and divine justice even further. As we explore the unfolding of God's judgment and the empowerment of the chosen ones, remember that you are not alone in this journey. Together, we will witness the hand of God move mightily, restoring what has been lost and elevating those who have remained faithful. So, let us embark on this transformative journey, filled with divine assurance and a renewed understanding of God's plans for our lives. Your story matters, and your participation is vital as we delve into the powerful truths that await us. In the heart of every believer, there is a profound awareness that transcends the physical realm, a sensitivity to the spiritual shifts that occur around us. This moment is no different. Something significant is stirring in the atmosphere, and it's vital to recognize its implications. The spiritual realm is alive with activity, and those who are attuned can feel the palpable tension, a divine orchestration at play. As we navigate through life, we often encounter challenges that test our faith and resilience. These moments can feel overwhelming, but they also serve as indicators of a greater purpose. The struggles we face are not merely random occurrences, they are often the result of a spiritual battle that rages unseen. The enemies of our soul, driven by jealousy and fear, manifest their hostility in various ways, seeking to undermine our journey and distract us from our divine calling. However, the tides are turning. God is moving in response to the injustices endured by His chosen ones. The very forces that have tried to bring you down are beginning to feel the weight of their actions. This shift is not about revenge, it is about divine justice. As the hand of God begins to move, those who have plotted against you will find that their schemes are unraveling. The energy that once sought to oppress you is now being redirected, setting the stage for your elevation. Embrace this moment as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Recognize that the stirring within you is a sign of the divine intervention that is unfolding. Stay rooted in your faith, for the shift in the spiritual realm is a powerful reminder that God is always at work, orchestrating a plan that is far greater than we can comprehend. Trust in His timing, and prepare to witness the remarkable changes that are about to unfold in your life. Throughout history, the chosen ones of God have faced relentless opposition from those who harbor envy and resentment. These adversaries often manifest in various forms, sometimes appearing as friends or allies, only to reveal their true intentions when the moment calls for it. The light that shines within you disturbs their darkness, igniting a fear that drives them to act against you. They may not even need a reason to oppose you, your mere existence can evoke a deep-seated discomfort in their souls. The hostility directed at the chosen ones is not just personal, it is spiritual. When you walk in alignment with your divine purpose, you become a target for those who wish to see you falter. They may spread lies, sow seeds of doubt, or create obstacles in your path, believing they can thwart your progress. Yet, what they fail to realize is that every attack against you is ultimately an attack on God Himself. Their actions are not just a reflection of their own insecurities but also a direct challenge to the divine plan at work in your life. As you navigate through these challenges, it's essential to recognize that this opposition is a testament to your anointing. The chosen ones are often marked by their resilience and unwavering faith, qualities that provoke jealousy in others. While enemies may rejoice in your struggles, their joy is fleeting. The very schemes they plot can become the instruments of their own downfall. The spiritual realm is governed by principles of justice that cannot be overlooked. What they intend for you will ultimately return upon them. In these moments of opposition, remember to stand firm in your identity as a chosen one. Your worth is not determined by the opinions or actions of others. Instead, focus on the divine purpose that guides you, trusting that God is fully aware of your struggles and will move to defend you in His perfect timing. The enemies of the chosen may seem powerful, but they are no match for the Almighty. Their attempts to undermine your journey will ultimately serve to strengthen your resolve and deepen your faith, setting the stage for your eventual triumph. God's judgment is a powerful and often misunderstood aspect of His divine nature. It serves as a reminder that while grace and mercy abound, there is also a profound sense of justice that governs the spiritual realm. When the chosen ones face adversity at the hands of their enemies, it can be easy to feel isolated and overwhelmed, but it is crucial to remember that God sees everything. He is intimately aware of the injustices suffered and the battles fought in silence. The judgment of God is not arbitrary, it is rooted in His perfect wisdom and righteousness. Those who have conspired against you, seeking to undermine your purpose and bring you down, will not escape the consequences of their actions. Divine judgment operates on principles that are far beyond human understanding. What may seem like a delay in justice is often God's way of allowing time for repentance and reflection. He desires that none should perish, extending opportunities for transformation even to those who oppose His chosen ones. As the tides turn, you may begin to see the manifestations of this judgment. It might come in the form of financial loss, relational discord, or spiritual turmoil for those who have plotted against you. They may find themselves ensnared in the very traps they set for you, experiencing a swift unraveling of their schemes. This is not merely poetic justice, it is the hand of God actively at work, demonstrating that He is a defender of the faithful. In moments when you witness this unfolding, it's essential to maintain a posture of grace. The goal is not to revel in their downfall but to recognize it as a demonstration of God's sovereignty. Your role is to stay focused on your own journey, trusting that divine justice will prevail. The reassurance that comes from knowing God is in control allows you to navigate these challenges with poise and faith, confident that He will protect and elevate His chosen ones according to His perfect plan. Throughout the Bible, we find compelling narratives that illustrate the profound truth of divine judgment and the consequences faced by those who oppose God's chosen ones. These stories serve as powerful reminders that the struggles encountered by the faithful are not new, they have been woven into the fabric of human history since time immemorial. Take, for instance, the story of Pharaoh during the time of Moses. Pharaoh's refusal to heed God's commands led to a series of devastating plagues that ultimately brought his kingdom to its knees. His hardened heart and relentless pursuit of the Israelites resulted in a dramatic display of God's power and judgment. In the end, Pharaoh's prideful defiance not only cost him his wealth and status but also the lives of his people. This narrative highlights how opposing God's chosen can lead to dire consequences, demonstrating that divine justice is both swift and comprehensive. Similarly, we see the story of King Saul, who was once anointed by God to lead his people. However, Saul's disobedience and jealousy towards David, God's chosen successor, led to his downfall. As Saul sought to eliminate David, he found himself increasingly tormented and isolated. His life ended tragically, consumed by the very darkness he had sought to impose on another. Saul's story serves as a sobering reminder that those who pursue harm against God's chosen often find themselves ensnared by their own actions. Another poignant example is Haman, a high-ranking official in the Persian Empire. Haman's hatred for Mordecai, a faithful servant of God, led him to devise a plot to annihilate the Jewish people. However, his schemes backfired spectacularly. Instead of Mordecai facing destruction, Haman was ultimately exposed and faced the very fate he had intended for others. This narrative reveals the irony that often accompanies divine judgment. Those who plot against the faithful may find their own plans leading to their demise. These biblical examples remind us that God's judgment is real and active. The stories of Pharaoh, Saul, and Haman illustrate the consequences of opposing God's chosen ones. They serve as both warnings and encouragement, reinforcing the truth that God is a defender of His people, ensuring that justice prevails in His perfect timing. As we reflect on these narratives, we are reminded of the importance of steadfast faith in the face of adversity, trusting that God will fulfill His promises and protect those He has chosen. The manifestations of God's judgment can be both striking and subtle, illustrating the profound ways in which divine justice unfolds in the lives of those who oppose His chosen ones. Often, these manifestations serve as wake-up calls, drawing attention to the reality that actions have consequences, even when they seem hidden from view. When God moves to protect His faithful, the effects of His judgment can ripple through the lives of their adversaries, bringing about a profound reckoning. One of the most visible forms of judgment is financial loss. Those who engage in deceitful practices or seek to undermine the chosen may find their resources dwindling, their efforts thwarted, and their stability shaken. This financial upheaval often serves as a direct consequence of their actions, a reminder that God is aware of their schemes and will not allow injustice to go unchecked. It's a sobering reality that highlights the principle of sowing and reaping. What is intended for harm can turn into a source of hardship for the perpetrator. In addition to financial fallout, spiritual exposure can occur as a manifestation of judgment. Those who operate in darkness may find their hidden motives brought to light, causing them to confront the truth of their actions. This exposure can lead to shame, guilt, and a deep sense of turmoil, as the very strategies they employ to harm others backfire, forcing them to reckon with their choices. The unveiling of such truth serves not only as a warning to them but also as a testament to God's faithfulness in defending His chosen ones. Physical suffering can also be a manifestation of divine judgment. While not all suffering is a direct result of one's actions, there are instances where those who oppose God's will experience physical afflictions as a means of correction. This is not to say that God delights in punishment, rather, it reflects His desire for repentance and restoration. It serves as a reminder that a life lived in opposition to divine principles ultimately leads to chaos and turmoil. Witnessing these manifestations can be both unsettling and reassuring. They remind us that God is actively involved in the affairs of humanity, ensuring that justice prevails. For the chosen ones, these signs of judgment serve as encouragement to remain steadfast in faith, trusting that God sees their struggles and will act on their behalf. The unfolding of divine judgment is a powerful reminder of the sovereignty of God, who ultimately reigns supreme over all circumstances, ensuring that righteousness prevails in the end. In the midst of chaos and uncertainty, there lies a divine invitation to find stillness. This call for stillness is not merely a suggestion, it is a profound necessity for those navigating the turbulent waters of life. When external pressures mount and the noise of the world threatens to drown out the voice of God, it becomes essential to retreat into a space of tranquility. This stillness is where clarity and divine guidance can be found, allowing us to reconnect with our inner selves and the presence of God. In moments of stillness, we are afforded the opportunity to reflect on our circumstances with renewed perspective. It is in this quiet space that we can discern the truths we often overlook in the hustle and bustle of daily life. When we pause to listen, we may hear God's gentle whispers, reminding us of His promises and the strength He provides. This time of reflection allows us to process our thoughts and emotions, transforming our worries into prayers and our doubts into faith. Moreover, stillness serves as a powerful antidote to fear and anxiety. When faced with challenges, it is easy to become overwhelmed, allowing negativity to seep into our thoughts. However, by intentionally seeking moments of quiet, we can anchor ourselves in the assurance that God is in control. This act of surrender cultivates a sense of peace that transcends understanding, grounding us in the knowledge that we are never alone in our struggles. As we embrace this call for stillness, we also create space for healing. The burdens we carry can be heavy, and often, we underestimate the impact they have on our well-being. In stillness, we can lay these burdens at God's feet, allowing His grace to wash over us and restore our spirits. This process not only rejuvenates our minds but also opens our hearts to receive the love and support that God freely offers. Ultimately, the call for stillness is an invitation to trust. Trust that God sees our battles, knows our hearts, and is actively working on our behalf. It is in these quiet moments that we can cultivate a deeper relationship with Him, fostering a sense of hope and resilience that empowers us to face whatever lies ahead. Embrace stillness as a sacred practice, a deliberate choice to reconnect with the divine and allow God's peace to permeate every aspect of your life. As you journey through the challenges and complexities of life, it's important to hold on to the promises that God has made to you. In times of trial, when the weight of opposition feels heavy and the path forward seems unclear, remember that you are not alone. God's presence is a constant source of strength, guiding you through the storms that threaten to overwhelm. It is in these moments of difficulty that His faithfulness shines most brightly, offering you the reassurance that you are part of His divine plan. Take heart in knowing that every struggle you face serves a purpose. These experiences shape you, refine your character, and draw you closer to God. Embrace each challenge as an opportunity for growth, understanding that even in the midst of adversity, God is working all things together for your good. Your perseverance in faith is a powerful testament to your commitment to His calling, and it will not go unnoticed. Allow yourself to be encouraged by the stories of those who have walked similar paths. The heroes of faith faced their own battles, often emerging stronger and more resolute. Their journeys remind us that God equips us with the tools necessary to overcome, even when the odds seem insurmountable. You, too, possess the strength to withstand the trials that come your way, for God has instilled within you a spirit of resilience and courage. In the quiet moments of reflection, take time to recount the ways God has been faithful in your life. Celebrate the victories, no matter how small, and recognize the hand of God in every season. This practice not only fosters gratitude but also reinforces your belief in His promises for the future. Trust that He is orchestrating events in a manner that aligns with His perfect will, even when you cannot see the entire picture. As you move forward, carry with you the knowledge that divine support surrounds you. Lean into your faith community, share your burdens, and seek encouragement from those who walk alongside you. Together, you can uplift one another, reminding each other of the hope that lies ahead. God's love is a powerful force that can break through any darkness, illuminating the way toward a brighter tomorrow. Ultimately, let your heart be filled with hope and expectation. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards of faithfulness are immeasurable. Stand firm, keep your eyes on the promises of God, and trust that He will lead you to a place of victory and restoration. You are cherished, you are equipped, and you are destined for greatness in His kingdom.